Hey guys, it's Corinne with Thompson RV in Pendleton, Oregon. Today I'm going to show you a brand new 2023 Glacier Peak F26RKS in the titanium series. So this fifth wheel will always kind of have a special place in my heart because it was my very first jump up into fifth wheels. And the reason I love this floor plan, in fact, I had a different one each year for about 5 years, always this exact same floor plan, because I love the overall length. It's only 30 foot 6 inches tip to tip. So behind your pickup, you're only looking about 26 and a half feet. Where I came from, a small travel trailer, when you get a 26 foot travel trailer tip to tip, that's really only going to be a 22 foot trailer. So you're not going to probably have a dinette and a couch. There's not usually going to be more than one slide out. So it was a pretty cramped trailer for me and my 3 boys. When I jumped up into the fifth wheel, I couldn't believe the difference in space, but without being any overall length bigger, from the tip of my truck to the back of the fifth wheel wasn't any bigger than the trailer that I was already currently towing. So another cool thing about the Glacier Peak is I would say that anybody's out there that's looking for a fifth wheel, but they want something that's a true off-road, can be off-grid, has the 4 seasons capabilities. There's not very many fifth wheel manufacturers out there that actually make a small fifth wheel that's actually good quality. So that's another feature of the Glacier Peak, because you're going to take that same outdoors RV ruggedness, custom built chassis, true 4 seasons package with the 2-inch thick sidewalls, dual pane windows, and on and on and on. But you're going to get it in a small little fifth wheel that's easy to take anywhere. So the F26RKS, it's a rear kitchen model. So you have a rear door right here that opens up into this rear kitchen. This is a titanium series. So if somebody is not familiar with outdoors RV, maybe you just stumbled across this video, I have videos on the titanium versus a mountain series. So the mountain series is going to be the exact same 4 seasons package, same suspension, same framework, all of that. But the titanium, you just get so many more features that's pretty much all we do here at Thompson RV. We do stock a few mountain series, but mainly our customers are looking for all of the upgrades that come on the titanium. One of those upgrades is going to be the solid hardwood cabinetry. So right here in the F26RKS, you're going to get a nice large pantry with a couple of drawers. You get storage up top that you probably will need a stool to reach. You're going to get the Norcold 8 cubic foot gas and electric refrigerator. For some of you who want to go 12 volt, that is an option. We can replace this with the stainless steel Norcold 12 volt 10 cubic foot refrigerator in the same space as this 8. You get a nice big pot and pan drawer right under the refrigerator, and they put latches on everything so that when you're traveling down the road, those don't come flying open. The titanium comes with the stainless steel appliances. The oven has a light, which seems sort of silly to mention because everybody's house oven has a light, but RV ovens do not come with lights. So you can actually illuminate the back of the knobs, and then also you can have an oven light to see what you're baking. It comes with a glass cover that folds. So if you need to prep a meal, but you're not actually cooking on the stove, you can use this as workable counter space. There's a knife rack back here behind the oven and the stove. And then this folds back over, and then you have a 3 burner gas stove. Stainless steel range hood, as well as microwave. And then additional storage up here. And additional storage down here with another bank of 4 drawers. And then over here, it looks like a cabinet, but it's actually all of your controls hidden behind a cabinet door. It looks a lot nicer than when they're just out in the open. And when my kids were really little, of course, they love to push buttons. So when they're up here and enclosed, you have grandkids or kids pushing all of your slide out buttons. So you've got your slides, your awning. We option in the 12 volt heat pad on the fresh water tank on all of our units. So that button is right here, a water pump switch, and then your gas electric switches for your water heater. And then this is where you would push buttons to see how full your gray, black, and freshwater tanks are. Solid surface countertops. In the titanium, not only do you get the solid surface countertops in the kitchen, but also in the entertainment center, the bathroom, as well as next to the bed. They come with nice sink covers, a single basin farm style sink with the wire protective bottom. And then because this is a titanium, it has the high arc faucet with the pull out sprayer. Another feature that you get in the titanium is going to be all of the valances, and I'll point them out throughout the trailer. They're all trimmed in wood, so not in fabric. And then you get the slow rise blackout shades throughout the entire trailer. And another nifty little feature is the garbage chute. So I'll show you that from the outside once we get to the exterior of the trailer. But you can drop your trash right down in here, empty it from outside, and that way no dogs or anything are getting into your garbage here inside the trailer. So all of the heat ducts are run through the floor because Outdoors RV does a true 4 seasons package. So all of the heating runs through here. They also run it down into the underbelly. So all of your tanks are fully enclosed, insulated, then insulated again, and heated. Over here is the mountain dinette. So this is one of your main slide outs. And this does make down into a bed. They use marine grade table legs, so it's a lot sturdier than most table legs you're going to find in other brands. You have storage under this bench. So some of it, there's a little bit on each side that you have to get to by removing the cushions. The other two have these nice big pull-out drawers. And again, they put on that really nice latch so that they don't come open while you're traveling. Over on this slide out, this is where we've optioned in theater seating. You can also get a sleeper sofa. If you do have somebody that you need to sleep, you can option in sleeper sofa. You can even option in the 2 small chairs. Theater seating seems to be the most popular for us. It is the most comfortable and it does recline. They've given you extra storage up here. It's a nice place to store games, DVDs, really anything small you can store up there. Because this is a titanium, you are going to get the remote camping at your fingertips package. So you can take this little remote outside with you, run your awning. If you're by yourself and you can't tell if there's something outside that your slide out is actually going to run into, like a power outlet or, the water spigot, you can take this out with you and run the slide outs while you're watching them come in and out versus holding down the button inside the cabinet and you have no idea what you might be running into. We also option all of our units in, we option in the Max Air Deluxe vent fans. So this is a thermostatically controlled ceiling fan that is controlled by temperature. So if you want to set it at about 55, 60, if you're in the mountains and it gets chilly at night, it'll just turn off when it gets too cold. It's not just going to sit there and blow 32-degree cold air all night long. So 10 speeds, fully automatic. You can exhaust or have air blow in. So coming over here, this does have the solid surface right here on the titanium series. You get the 50-inch Jensen marine grade quality TV. You get extra storage up top, a little extra storage over here next to the fireplace, and then we option in the fireplace into all of our units. It looks really nice even when it's not on, but also it does work as a 110 heater. So you can have it just on flame, which is what we have right now. You can have it on just heat, or you can have it on flame and heat. And then a little extra storage over here as well. You get the CD DVD player, and this is also Bluetooth, so you can Bluetooth your phone to it, listen to your phone, or listen to your phone outside because there's outside speakers as well. So from here forward, all of the Glacier Peaks are identical. So everything from here back, whether it's the F26RKS, the F27s, or the F28, this is where it's different. From here forward, the bathroom and bedroom is always the same on all Glacier Peaks. In the bedroom, because it's a titanium, you're going to get the 12-volt, 19-inch Jensen TV with a DVD player on the side. And that does work on a swivel, so you can watch it from bed. The titanium comes with the upgraded mattress, so it's a gel-infused memory foam mattress. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love mine. Again, you get the window treatments are all trimmed in wood, and then the blackout shades. I feel like the bedroom is obviously the most important to have that blackout shade, so I really like that feature. Because it's a titanium, again, you're going to get the solid surface countertops on each side of the bed. This under cabinet lighting, that's a titanium feature, as well as the reading lights. You've got storage on each side of the bed, so a shirt ward, storage up top to store, I usually fold jeans, shorts, things of that nature to put up there. You have a little storage under the bed. It's a great place to store shoes or extra linens. Coming around to this side. This side is going to be a little bit larger. They've got the bed offset just a bit, and that's to make up for this slide out when it comes in. It's going to come right up against this bed. So over on this side, you get a little bit more closet space, a little bit bigger cabinet underneath, a little bit more counter space on top. And then on both sides of the bed, you do get 110 outlets, USB ports, and also 12-volt outlets. Often people ask us if they can run a CPAP machine, and absolutely, you can run one off of 12-volt power. And then you've got your closet slide out. And boy, oh boy, this is great. If you're going for more than a week at a time, you can really stuff a lot of clothes in here. Or maybe you're camping somewhere, maybe you don't go for too long, but you're going somewhere where it's, hot during the day and you need shorts and swimsuits and that stuff, but then at night it gets really cold and you need extra jackets. There's just a lot of storage in this model. That was another thing that I loved compared to a similar size behind my pickup travel trailer. I just didn't have enough storage for me and then all of my boys' clothes. So it was really nice to have all this additional storage. And then when you come into the bathroom, this is a Jack and Jill style bathroom. So from the hallway, you have a door, and then you also have a pocket door from the bedroom. And then this little closet in here, this is also part of the slide out. So you gain this extra linen closet, little drawer for cosmetics. And then when you get into the bathroom, you've got extra counter space, titanium feature. It's got the solid surface countertops with the underslung stainless steel sink. Another titanium feature is going to be the lit vanity mirror. You get a really nice hardwood medicine cabinet door. And then you get extra storage under the sink. And then on the side here. Another thing I love about the Glacier Peak, I wish they did this in all models, is the rounded glass shower. So rather than opening the door into your trailer, it rolls into itself. Titanium, it ends up with a nicer shower holder and a little soap holder. And you also have a skylight up above, and that's for taller people. Give them a little bit more headroom. Couple of towel hooks, porcelain toilet, and then as in all outdoors RVs, you get an air conditioning vent as well as a floor heat register in the bathroom. So when you get up in the middle of the night or whatever and it's cold, your bathroom won't be freezing cold when you sit on the toilet. So that's always nice. Let's take a peek with what this looks like with the slide outs in, and then we'll go do a tour of the outside. So with the bedroom slide out in, you can still take a nap, lay down. You just can't access the bathroom from this side. You'd have to go through the hallway. And with the other two slide outs in, I'll show you in a minute how you can access the bathroom. So really, you can do anything you really need to do in here. You can still get into your cabinets. So with the slide out in, it's still very usable. And then with the main living slide outs in, as you can see, you can walk right through the middle, access the bathroom. You can access everything back here in the kitchen area. I would say the only thing you can't access is right above the television, that storage, or the little small cabinet on the other side of the fireplace. But everything else you can access fairly easily. We don't recommend that you step on these slide outs. They come up at an angle because of the insulation package underneath the slide, because it's a fully insulated slide. They come up at an angle and you don't want to step on the wood. So you just kind of want to come right in here without putting any pressure on the edges of those slide outs. So I often get asked on anything that has a door side slide out, whether it impedes your, area underneath the awning. So I wanted to put out the awning right now, which I'm doing with the titanium remote, because I never found that this slide out was in my way at all. In fact, if you were to open the door, the entry door, it's not even as deep as your entry door open or the stairs. So I just wanted to put out this awning to show everyone that there's still plenty of area under here to hang out and enjoy yourself, even though there's a slide out on the door side. So this is a rear entry model. So you're going to get your aluminum grab bar handle and your triple aluminum step right here at the back. Because it's a titanium, it's going to have the frameless elongated window in the door. And that also comes with a blackout shade. Every outdoors RV is equipped with what they call the Off-Road X4 suspension package. So as I mentioned earlier, Outdoors RV is known for their off-road ruggedness. Part of that is they're one of the only manufacturers out there that builds their own chassis. So this Glacier Peak actually comes on a 10-inch I-beam chassis built right there at the factory. Heavy-duty Dexter axles. And then they do the MoreRide CRE 3000 suspension with heavy-duty shackles, greasable zerts, and KYB off-road shocks, along with a load range E tire. So this is meant to go off into the booney sticks. And with the overall size being so small, a lot of people think, well, I can't take a fifth wheel off-roading. With an outdoors RV, you absolutely can, especially with this small overall length. Right here, that's where you're going to have your fire pit barbecue hookup. So an LP quick disconnect. 110 outlets, so you can plug something in. If you're plugged in at a park or running off of a generator, you can plug something in right here underneath the awning. Another thing I absolutely love about fifth wheels is the basement storage. So this is a huge space. In fact, I never seemed to fill mine up. I just didn't need to pack that much stuff. But when I did pack, often I would just throw in tubs. That way, if we were going to the beach, I could pack all the kids' sand toys or whatever. But you can stay really organized because it's so big, you can have everything sorted out into tubs. Rubberized diamond plate flooring. So whatever you do throw in here, you're not going to scratch up the floor because it's super durable. They include a 4-foot Blackstone table. So that's just a nice little table that not Blackstone, it's now Lifetime. So a Lifetime table. It has its own little spot. You can unlatch it and put your table out here if you're barbecuing or whatever. And then you've also got a 12-volt outlet as well as a USB port. We sell the 12-volt compressor style Dometic. They're like a cooler, but they're actually 12-volt compressor style fridges. You can set one right in here for extra freezer or fridge space and plug it directly into the 12-volt outlet right there. There's also a battery kill switch. And then as always, insulated slam latch luggage doors. And that was the magnetic catch. So when you flip it up, you don't have to worry about fumbling with a catch. If your hands are full, you just flip it up and it magnets right to the magnet. All of these fifth wheels are pre-wired for up to 510 watts of roof mount solar. In addition to that, you can also do up to 200 watts right here on the side. So if you want to go with some roof mount and then maybe you want a portable panel that you can move around with the sun, that's where you would plug this into. This is where you would put your batteries. And just this past year, they actually elongated this space so we can fit up to 400 amp hour Battle-Born lithiums right in this space. But wait, there's even more storage. I mean, it just doesn't quit. So coming around in the front, you have additional storage right up here. This is a great place to maybe store, I don't know, I often put in like my dirtier items, like you could pack a portable generator, tools, whatever, because it's a little bit more industrial in here. Still has the rubberized diamond plate coating. And then this is where you're going to empty your black tank, which is 50 gallons, and then one of your 40-gallon gray tanks. There's actually two on this model because it's a rear kitchen. So there's one valve here. I'll show you where to hook up on the side, but this is where you pull the valves, and then another one at the end. So the Outdoors RVs come with what we call a max turn radius cap. So the way it's angled out right here, it's going to, if you have a Ford or a Chevy with what they call a standard box, which I would call a short box, you do not need a slider hitch. If you have a Dodge, you're going to need a long box, or if you have a Dodge short box, you will need a slider hitch or something of that sort, like a Sidewinder. And the reason being, Dodge, for whatever reason, has their axle about 11 to 13 inches too far forward, so it gets it too close to the cab. But with Ford and Chevy, you do not have any problem making a sharp turn without a slider hitch. I have a GMC. That's what I've hauled all my different fifth wheels with. Never had an issue. So they also do the More Ride pin box. So this is going to add extra cushioning. People talk about chucking with their fifth wheels. With this suspension, you're not going to get a lot of chucking. I use this in addition to a B&W fifth wheel hitch. I would recommend either the B&W Companion, or if you have a newer truck that came prepped with the puck style hitch system, we would just do a drop-in B&W hitch into those holes. So the B&W in conjunction with this More Ride is a really great setup. One other thing to point out about the Glacier Peak is that it's what we call a mid-profile fifth wheel. So it's not one of those with a big front and a huge bed slide out. You know, they weigh a ton and they just catch a lot of air. This is meant to be more aerodynamic, you know, a little bit less height. So if you are going into the backwoods, you're not going to be scraping limbs. So it is what we call a mid-profile fifth wheel. So another titanium feature that you can see on this side is the slide out toppers. We can add those to any mountain series. There is never a slide topper on the door side because there's not enough room with the awning. So you can use the awning. You can put it out just this far and as a slide topper if you're in the woods, in the pine needles. If it's raining, if it's snowing, whatever, you can put that awning out just a little bit to protect that. But they don't do a slide out topper on that side. This is where you would store your two 7.5 gallon propane tanks. This is not only access to the other side of storage, but you've also got your auto leveling controls right here. So when you're raising and lowering on and off of your pickup, that's going to be right here. And then when you get to where you're going, the Glacier Peak is equipped with auto leveling. So you don't need to level side to side using your tires. You're actually going to come in, push a button, and the whole fifth wheel is going to auto level. It's a 4-point auto leveling system on this particular model because it's so short. On the other models, it's all 6-point. Right here, you've got your black tank flush, your city water hookup. This is where you would fill your 80-gallon fresh water tank, your outside shower, and then also your low point drain valves. And then where you would hook up to dump the black and the gray tank that you saw the handles in the front compartment is right here. And they do give you a light in case you need to do that in the dark. Coming around to the back, this is where you would hook on your 50 amp power cord. All of the Glacier Peaks are 50 amp service and they are pre-wired for a second bedroom air conditioner. So if you live in the South or somewhere where it's really hot and humid, I have never felt the need I needed one up here, but maybe down there you might want one. It would replace that Max Air Deluxe vent fan over the bed and we can install the bedroom air conditioner right there. So it's already pre-wired for that. Cable and satellite hookup. And then this is the door to where I was telling you that you have your trash bin. And there's plenty of space in here if you wanted to store extra garbage sacks or maybe gloves for dumping your tanks. Speaking of dumping your tanks, this is your galley gray water. So an additional 40-gallon gray just for your kitchen area. On the back, you've got the 4-inch steel bumper. This does come out so you can store your sewer hose right in the bumper if you choose to. We option in what's called the mountain storage package. So you're going to get the 2-inch receiver hitch on the back, and that's good for hauling up to 250 pounds. And on the fifth wheel, the spare tire is actually up underneath, so there's nothing impeding this hitch. 10-gallon gas electric water heater. On the titanium, not only are you going to get a backup camera, but you're also going to get backup lights. I feel like this is extremely underrated and should be appreciated more. If you're backing into a space late at night, you just can't see. I mean, often campgrounds don't have lights lighting up the space pulling into. So it's really nice to have this in conjunction with the backup camera. And actually, I say backup camera, it's a rear observation camera. So if you want to have it working going down the road, you can actually turn it on and see, you know, if you need to change lanes going down a busy freeway or something of that nature. You can use it for more than just backing up. This is access to your furnace and then for your furnace. Outdoors RV, it's very rare that you need to access the furnace, but most travel trailers, you'll see all they have is this. That means if you ever need to work on your furnace, you're going to have to deconstruct something inside to pull that furnace out. They have spent the extra money and given you access that it all pulls out from the outside. So that's a nice bonus. Venting for your refrigerator, and then also your big heavy duty ladder to get up and onto the roof. We recommend that you check your roof sealants once every 6 months, so preferably spring and then again in the fall. It is a full walk-on roof. They use real trusses built right here in Oregon. If you have any questions, maybe it's the titanium series versus the mountain. We have a video on that. If you have questions on the quality of Outdoors RV and you really want to see the difference, they do factory tours right here in La Grande, Oregon. We're in Pendleton. We're just 45 minutes away. So you can go over to the factory, take a plant tour, see exactly how they're built. Everybody loves that. It's the only way to really fully understand how much better these are than other companies. And then what people do is they make a side trip and they come through Pendleton, and then they can look at the finished product right here on our lot. If for some reason you can't get out here, there's a YouTube video by Adventurous Way. Matt and Diana did a 4-part series on the quality construction of the Outdoors RV product, and the factory actually allowed them to come in and actually film the making of a travel trailer. So that is another really good way, if you can't make it out to Oregon, to get all of the information on the Outdoors RV products. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, just feel free to call the number below. We have all of the Glacier Peaks in stock right now. So if you do want to see them sitting side by side, we're located in Pendleton, Oregon. Come give us a visit.